Okay, I like that the problem solving this week is all about area and perimeter because that is our next EL that we're heading to is area and perimeter. We will actually take the pretest tomorrow because we have been doing a lot of work with area and perimeter on our spiral review all year. But we will actually then start the topic anew on Thursday. So if I look at this question, it says the diagram below shows the route of the MLK Day Parade in my town. Okay, so these numbers and units are the important numbers and units that should be circled. 400 yards, 250 yards, 250 yards, 400 yards, and 510 yards. If I marched in the band for the parade, how many total feet did I travel? Now, what do you notice about the question? What do you notice about the question? Noah.
It says
How many feet? And what are our important units up here?
yards.
Yards. So after we find our answer, we're going to have to make a conversion from yards to feet. Now, to solve this problem, do I need to know the area of that pentagon or the perimeter of that pentagon? The perimeter. How do you know that we're looking for a perimeter? How do you know we're looking for perimeter and not area, Mason?
Because it says the diagram below shows the route of the.
Yeah, it's a route. They didn't march all on the inside, right? They only marched around this outside, this route or path around the town. So the first step is to find the perimeter, which we just add our sides. 510 plus 400 plus 250 plus 250 plus 400. Now, something that I always think is a good idea when you're finding perimeter is to count and make sure you have the correct number of sides. This is a pentagon. It has 5 sides, so I should be adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. It's just a good check, especially when you get into those funky shapes that have 9 or 10 sides. Okay, so when I add these together, I get 5, 9, 10, 12, 14, 18, 1,810 yards. A lot of you got that far. Now, we know that in 1 yard, there are 3 feet. 3 feet equal 1 yard. So in order, if there's 3 feet in 1 yard, then I have to multiply 1,810 times 3 to figure out how many feet are in 1,810 yards. Okay, you can use any strategy you like for the multiplication. And when I multiply 1,810 times 3, I get 5,430. Yes, Mia? You divided? Right, so when you go from a larger unit to a smaller unit, like yards to feet or feet to inches, your number is going to be big, okay, bigger. So you multiply because you're going to have more feet than yards because feet aren't as big, okay? When you're going from a smaller unit to a bigger unit, like feet to yards, then you're going to divide because you're going to have a smaller number. Yes, Noah? I saw several of you divided, and I think you had like 604 or something.
600.
Okay, so we need to restate this and put it into a complete sentence. You traveled 5,430 feet, and don't forget your period. Okay, and then the one for Tuesday. Mrs. Collins' class created a mural to encourage kindness at their school. The mural was 60 inches tall and 12 feet wide. If it took the class 30 minutes per square foot, how long did it take them to complete the mural? Well, first of all, what do you notice about the units that we circled? What do we notice about the units? Harper. Well, what do we notice about our units? I have inches and feet and minutes. Tell me what is curious about that, Sam?
That inches you have to like divide.
Right.
Your feet, and then for minutes you have to, and then say you have to add.
Okay. So the most important thing that I wanted to point out here was that our mural is measured in inches this way and in feet this way. And really to find what we need to find, we need them to be in the same unit. So it's going to be easier to work with smaller numbers. So let's go ahead and make them in feet. So this is 12 feet wide. How many feet are in 60 inches? What is my conversion? How many inches in 1 foot? 12. So 60 inches makes how many feet? 5. And just like we said, when we're going from a smaller unit to a larger unit, like inches to feet, we do 60 divided by 12, which equals 5. So our mural is 5 feet by 12 feet. Now, when they paint this mural, did they only paint around the border, or do you think they painted this whole thing? The whole thing. So am I going to find area or perimeter? Noah? Area. And here's another clue. Square foot. Remember, we've talked multiple times about the unit for area is square units. Square feet, square inches, square yards, whatever it is. So the first thing that I need to find is the area of the mural. How do I find the area of the mural? I only have 2 hands up. I cannot believe only 2 people can tell me how to find the area of the mural. Nolan Burks.
Multiply length by width.
Right, so let's just do 12 times 5, which is 60 square feet. Remember, this is what square feet looks like. Now, the next part says it takes them 30 minutes per square foot. So this square foot takes them 30 minutes, this square foot takes them 30, this square foot takes them 30. How do I figure out how many minutes total it took? Mia? 60 times 30, which is a pretty easy math problem. What is 60 times 30? Brady? 1,800. Now, it doesn't say that we have to convert that to hours, okay? Typically, we probably would, because 1,800 minutes is kind of hard for us to conceptualize how much time that is, okay? The answer is it took the class 1,800 minutes, and I would have accepted that, and in fact I did accept it. But if I wanted to convert that to hours, what would I do? How would I convert that to hours? Mia? Divided by 60. So 1,800 divided by 60. I can take this 0 away and this 0 away. What is 18 divided by 6? Claire? 3, and I add a 0. So it's 30. It's 30 hours. So it's either 1,800 minutes or 30 hours. Yes?
I did up at the Monday question when you were talking about how many inches it was. Like inches.
Did you convert it to inches? How many inches is it, Brady?
65,160.
Okay, I'd have to double check your math. Does anybody want to double check, Brady, that this is how many inches that is? See if you can figure it out. We're going to actually be doing some conversions on your spiral review this week. So can we figure this out? 5,430 times 12. Everybody should be looking at that. You can do 5,430 times 10 pretty easy, right? That's 54,300. That's a partial quotient. Then you can do 5,430 times 2 and add it together. That would be 10,860. Is that what you got, Brady? There you go. That's how many inches. Good job.